last day here, it's time to go tuna fishing. It's what we do. Was able to get a couple nice cast nets on some pilchards the night before, so we were holding a couple containers full of them. It was going to be rough, but I know if we took our time, we were going to get some bites.
Oh yeah, they're busting straight back.
All right.
You chum, they will come.
Oh, they're eating them. They're eating them.
Oh, big Mahi right there.
Big dolphin. You're the bow. He's right there. He's going right. He's going to the bow. Going to the bow. There you go.
Double up.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Rodger.
Listen, when I know you're fishing with me, I get so excited, I just can't sleep. So I'm up at 5:30 and I can't just pace around. So I gotta go through routine. I gotta figure out what rods we're gonna do, what we could possibly catch. And then I set those into my truck, and then it's about getting some ice, and then the proper tackle for the day. And for the last trip, it was maybe we can go queen snapper fishing. We're going tuna fishing, but we might see some dolphins. So I had to make sure I have everything. And it's a matter of just getting it onto the boat. And it's a little bit of a walk, get from the truck to the boat, but it's get the boat down, get the rods on, put the rods where they belong, and then go through my routine. Bait, what kind of baits? Frozen bait, live baits, and then usually by then you get there just in time to help me load the live baits on, and I know all we gotta do is back off the golden boat lift and we're out of there. Good morning.
Good morning, buddy.
That drive wasn't too long for you this morning?
What you got going on today? What we doing?
Oh, we're all jacked up. Crush the pilchards, we're gonna catch some tunas.
Sweet.
Gonna be a little rough. Got the wings on though, keep you dry.
I know how much you like catching tunas, man.
All right, I gotta get some in the can. Holidays are coming.
Where do you think? Out to the hump?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's that time of year.
Yeah, we'll go slow and we'll get there.
You got pilchards, it usually makes it happen, doesn't it?
All I need is a little help scooping them on.
All right.
I got them in the pens, now we gotta get them out.
I did all my stretching this morning. I'm ready for you to beat me up.
Well, I'm ready to get going.
We're always gonna hit the hump when we come up here. It's what this place is notorious for, the marathon humps. We got all kinds of fish to catch there. You know, it was a little bit rough. I think it's like a 25 miles, or what is it, 27?
It's 25 miles to get there.
Yeah, and it was blowing 25 miles an hour.
Yes, it was.
So it was rough, and we took our time, and we got, this boat can handle pretty much anything that you can handle. Mm-hmm. So we took our time, we got there, and we set up, and it was on. What you got going on, Scotty?
I'm gonna put 30 pound on these if you want to put the hooks on them for me.
All right.
Nobody's out here, Steve. It's quiet.
A little bit bouncy for the rest.
We had to hump to ourselves, which was refreshing, but there was no bird activity. So I just had to take a couple of laps around with the Simrad Echo machine and find where they were located, because we had a lot of bait, but we didn't want to waste any of it. I love this new Evo 3S, because you can do the high and the low side by side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it used to be one or the other. Before you put a bait in the water, it's just a matter of marking the tunas and then going up tide of where they're at and trickling a few baits out. And I let you know, I'm marking them now 150 feet, start sprinkling a few out.
Oh yeah, they're busting straight back.
All right.
You chum, they will come.
Oh, they're eating them, they're eating them. We're gonna lay sideways, or I can put her in.
No, man, I said we sit just like this.
I'm gonna hold her just like this. Oh, they're up, baby. All right, let's see if we can hold it right here. Okay.
Fish on.
Oh, there you go. All right, hammer drags. That's one we're after. Got him on. See how big these things are. Got color, finally. What a battle. That's what we came out here for. 20 pounders. That's good. Steve, you want to get this one, or are you hooked up?
I'm hooked up, buddy.
All right, I'll handle it. Oh, barely hooked. Take
Maybe?
it. Woo, yeah. Size large. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, get this guy in the box, get back at it. What's going on over there, buddy?
I've broken off 3.
You want to go to 40? I got it.
Yep, I'm doing that right now. Yeah, it seemed like that first batch of fish that came up were the larger fish for the day because I had, I think, at least 3 fish get eaten by sharks.
This one's just fighting right where in the shark zone. Oh, come on, baby.
Oh, I lost my fish. Bunch of them getting up chasing little baby flyers.
Come on, baby. Oh, he popped off. It was pretty cool. We're struggling with the sharks. We're catching some dinner, and then you eagle-eyed a couple of frigates like a mile away.
You know, I saw those frigates working, and I know it's hard to pull away from the tuna bite, but the sharks were wearing us out. I convinced you to get, let's go after it, and I'm really glad we did. Double up!
I'm coming down to help out.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Simrad. Bioesk Solutions. Clean, disinfect, protect. Waypoint TV, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Yeti, built for the wild. Ameritrail Trailers. Daiwa. Golden Boat Lifts. And by Killer Dock.
Well, when we finally did get there, we rolled up on those birds, and it was rough, and we just couldn't go from bird to bird. We knew there was dolphin around, but right over a big 8-foot wave, I saw some float, and it turned out to be a hawser line. That's what was the reason for the birds being there. Hey, big piece of float, big piece of float. All right, the biggest one's under the rope, coming out behind the little one. Coming right to the boat.
What's that down here? Is Mahi right there.
Yep. No, those are rainbow runners.
Oh, blue marlin up in here.
Pull up closer and closer and closer. You start throwing bait at it, and I'm not seeing any. But I did see some nice tripletails on there. And I know if we just take a minute, throw some baits out, and just soak them, maybe they'll come up from underneath 30, 40 feet. And meanwhile, we might be able to catch a nice tripletail for dinner. Big one's coming to you. Right in there you go. That's the one you want right there, buddy. Oh! And you know what he's doing, Steve? He's swimming back.
That means I got him.
He sucked that thing right in.
Tripletail in the Gulf, tripletail on the ocean.
There's the one for the captain's table.
Ooh, try to get me back in that rope. They fight a little harder in the ocean.
A little bigger though. That one's legal.
Anything out there in the ocean, like be it weed, be it a float like you say, or any kind of debris, it's gonna hold bait fish, which is gonna hold a little bit bigger fish, and then obviously your bigger predator fish. Oh, big Mahi right there.
Big dolphin. Your valley's right there. He's going to the bow, going to the bow. There you go.
Pull a U-turn on me.
Oh, there'd be more than that, fella.
Double dog.
I'm coming down to help out. You want to chase after him a little bit? We'll come back?
Nah, I got it.
All right. I'm going to get a goggle eye out.
All right. You never know what's going to happen, right? We're tuna fishing 1 minute, see a frigate bird, and find that big old float.
While you're fighting that fish, I took advantage of the fact that there's got to be another one around. So I threw a scoop of baits, and I just put a pilchard out and left it sit in the rod holder while I was attending to getting the tripletail off the hook, and you were finishing your battle. And all of a sudden, I get tight with another schoolie. And so, you know, if you don't see them, you still got to fish like they're there.
That was a goggle eye or a pilchard?
Pilchard. Got him on.
There you go.
Take it. I don't think he liked the word fish taco at all. They're all amped up on this high oxygenated rough day. 1, 2, 3.
love it when that big old circle hook's in there and there's a big old piece of lip hanging off. Man, that's awesome, Scott. Always got to pay attention. You see them birds working. And it just never, ever, ever gets old seeing the colors that those fish are able to produce. Awesome, bro. Awesome fish, man.
All right, good job.
I'm gonna throw him in a box. Time to make a sandwich.
Yeah, we're a couple of miles away from the hump now at the wind and the current. And the piles are, I think we caught what we were going to catch on it that day. But from the tower, another mile away, I saw some giant pads of weed that had to be investigated because they could be just as prolific as a piece of a pallet or the hauser. So it took us a while to get there, but once we got there, there was some fish to be had. Nice basket, that's a good sign.
Big old tripletail. Well, this has been a tripletail kind of trip.
Shark.
I see.
He went into the basket.
Oh, he's holding it.
Yeah, he's still holding it too.
I got him. Another tripletail. All right, another nice tripletail. Is that a keeper on the south side?
No, no, he's not gonna make it.
That's a releaser?
After a little bit on that heavy weed, the school of fish we'd hoped were there, weren't there. You gave it your best.
Yeah, it's
Plug
winter
and
time.
hole in a ballyhoo. It turned out we had great condition, but it's winter. So it's time to get back to the hump. We still had a couple hundred baits left, and it was getting really rough.
Want more Into the Blue? Well, you can watch all our shows and seasons on Waypoint TV. Go to waypointtv.com where you can learn how to watch on all your TVs and devices.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Scales, every degree of water.
Hawks Cay Resort, find what lures you. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Battle-born batteries. Costa Pro Series. Nikon. Spear1keywest.com. And by Rodan Marine Systems.
It's gonna get rough. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, right behind the boat, buddy. Straight back. That's all it is. If you hook the big ones, the sharks get them. You get the smalls.
They're right behind the boat.
Them two will make about the size of yours.
We'll see. Oh, throw your jig. There it is. They just crushed it right there. I think I'm bringing up ahead. Get him!
Not one of them looked at it yet. Working on it.
There's a medium anyway. There you go, Stevie.
Nice, that's better than the two I got.
All right, keep it going. We're off of them. You want to reset?
We got back on them. You know, they were still there. They were a little smaller, but that actually worked in our favor because the sharks weren't able to get them and we were able to muscle them back to the boat. Oh, I called it. You don't catch them by the tail every day, Scotty. I'm gonna let that one go, I think.
Yeah.
Cool little fish.
All right, finish scooping those into the back well.
Let them grow up and get a little bigger.
Hey, this is Captain Scott Walker and Blue TV. I want to take a minute out of my busy day, talk to you about our new Battle-Born batteries. Our new Into the Blue 36 Yellowfin is loaded with all the state-of-the-art electronics. And with that, requires a lot of power. And with our Battle-Born batteries, that's one thing I don't have to worry about. Our day requires a lot of anchoring. Those days are a thing of the past. With our new Rodan trolling motor and our Battle-Born lithium-ion batteries, we can deploy that on a wreck, fish all day, and never miss a beat. Just the other day, me and Steve went out to the Hump and dropped our trolling motor in. We were out there for 6 hours and it never lost anchor point. Power like that is priceless, especially when you're a long way from your outlet back at the dock. They're maintenance free. My maintenance program is this. I look in the hole, they're there, that's the maintenance. Once you install them, that's it. Today's new outboards require a lot of power, our 36 included. Between our electric fishing reels, our trolling motors, our electronic packages, we have no time to worry about where the power comes from. We just need it to be there and we need it to be reliable. Thanks to Battle-Born, that is one thing we don't have to worry about anymore. While we were trolling around and chatting, it was like, man, we gotta get back to the Hump and get back on these tunas, but we have to put the Rodan in the water to see if we could test it to the limit, which will be holding us on the Hump in the Gulf Stream in 8-foot seas.
Scotty, put down that Rodan, buddy. Let's try it out.
That's really rough, but let's give it a trip. One drift.
Let's see if she can handle it. This is definitely the test of all tests. Put it extra deep. Good?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. If anything, even if it can't hold us, it'll slow us down.
Let's see.
Boy, you gotta be fast and furious or you ain't gonna get them.
That's right.
You're drifting super fast.
Rough.
Sharks are coming. It's like a...
As soon as you see him, I'm gonna hit on anchor on this thing. Stuck his head underwater and grabbed one. All right, we're almost on the crown here.
Ooh, the mullet. There goes the mullet. Oh, they're busting back there. Thing's a little more powerful than you think, dude.
It's holding us here. It was crazy. It turned out to work too well because we weren't drifting with the baits. And we run out of baits and all the bites, the explosions were back, out of our reach because we didn't want to hook anything over 100 feet away from the boat because with the sharks being the way they were, we needed to hook them right behind the boat. So we tried it, it worked great, but it wasn't the right scenario for that weather. Oh, the screen is beautiful. There's a shark under the boat. Oh, the tunas are right here. Yeah, we had one nice last rally. We put 3 or 4 more in the boat. They weren't any bigger, but the sharks weren't eating them, so we were putting some stuff for the canner in the cooler.
There's one finally for me. How to get the little one?
All right. Can you move that? All right.
Yep. Sure can, buddy. That'll make a little bit of sushi, won't it?
Yes, sir. It was getting really rough. I thought it was time to start heading home, so we just said if we find that weed line again, we'll check out any birds, but we slowly worked our way home. We had a great day. We got a half a dozen. Ugh. Keep our eyes open on the way in for that weed line, so you friggin' birds. Maybe get one more dolphin. taking you to the house. You ready?
Yes, sir.
We were busy all day. It was rough, but we went out, no problem, and back no problem, thanks to the Yellowfin's nice ride and our fantastic Cimarron electronics. We put a great day together when most people wouldn't have left the dock.